And no, we're gonna switch it over to Father's Day because, let's honor dads because, Father's Day just happened. And I don't think we really did a segment on dads last time we were.
I know. And we should have had your husband be a guest on our
Oh no,
show.
you suggested it.
I did.
No, you just kind of jokingly suggested it. And I
Yeah, but
said,
I kind of
no.
really mean it.
No. So, getting back to Father's Day, um, we didn't really talk about it from our last segment. So, what did you guys do for Father's Day? I mean, I know my husband just enjoys having his own day and just doing his thing and watching golf and watching the World Cup because usually he'd probably be at a baseball game with my son. So
I think like the one of like the really greatest gifts, honestly, is that Grandpa and my daughter went golfing together.
yeah,
That probably made him really happy.
and made her happy too, I'm sure.
Of course,
So
yeah.
she enjoyed it, right? Was that her first
She
time?
did. She did.
Was that
Yeah.
her first time
Her
doing
first
it?
time ever.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm from ice hockey to golfing.
Well, yeah, but we talked about ice hockey um from the last episode. And
Yeah.
and it's like now we wanted her to find a new sport. So hopefully golf is her new sport, right?
Yeah. And I still question is golfing a sport, but I'm just happy she found something that gives her joy.
Well, I do also hope that maybe if she likes it so much, then she can join it in high school. They're always
Girl,
looking for good
that's my
players.
hope. Like I'm already there. I'm like,
Yeah. Go talk to the teacher that heads you know,
well,
that
Grandpa
heads
said
that
she's gonna
club, the
give
golf
her
club.
golfing lessons. So hopefully like that'll give her confidence to feel
Oh yeah.
secure enough to want to be on a golf team.
I mean, we are in a state where you are able to do golf all year round,
Yeah.
pretty much, Except, I mean, I know in the summer it really gets hot, but if you wake up super early, you can get in at tea time super early before it gets super hot. Do you know what I
Oh,
mean?
I'll let her go to the golf course and I'll be like in the resort, like having like maybe a mimosa.
Okay, now you're ready to just maybe your daughter don't want you to be having mimosa and just be like, Mom, can I just play golf?
Maybe it'll be my new socializing.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you could be in the golf cart pretty much, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, no, I can just sit in the resort and like have brunch.
Well, some of these places are not resorts. You know, they're just
No, I'm already there.
so I'm just saying they're not really resorts. They're just like you go to whatever golf place you go to and then you'll just be sitting in the golf cart, you know. So the resorts are only like some of like not all of them. You know what I mean?
I guess I just like have a dream.
Oh my gosh.
Let me dream.
Go ahead, dream. Get a dream.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what is our topic for today? I know we're trying to honor dads, but it all leads back to,
Well, we were talking about golfing. That was honoring dads.
yeah. Okay, so that's one.
That's one. How else do dads want to be honorated?
What was that? Say
How
it.
much? Okay. Did you make him breakfast?
No.
Okay.
You know what
Uh,
I bought? Okay, this is what my No. Because my husband woke up late like usual on the weekend, and he goes and buys food, like more like lunch than and what I gave him for Father's Day is this portable AC and obviously a power, you know, a generator, a
What
mini
is a
power
portable
backup
AC? Like just like so he can cool himself
for
down?
baseball.
Oh,
So when he
because
goes
when
to
he's outside in Arizona, it's super hot. He can
yeah. I mean, he has
relax.
the
Like,
tent and all, but then when you have the tent and it's so hot. So I bought
yeah,
you have the portable AC.
that's considerate. I mean, that's something that it is hot here, so you want something to cool
So
you
yeah,
down.
the thing is, he did try it. The problem was the generator, it only holds so much power. It only lasted for like an hour and a half, but so I ended up buying another generator that like would help it last longer because, games are like 2 hours.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Like, baseball games can go on for
And then
quite a
if you have
bit,
and then if you have another game, then that's another 2 hours. So
back
you
to
have to
back, and
recharge the thing.
yeah.
So so you have to have at least two generators.
So you see, you're so thoughtful. No, seriously.
So
I'm
that's
sure
what I
some of the
bought.
moms are pretty jealous, going, wow, why didn't I think of that?
Well, I was just because I remember I would last weekend was super, super hot and my son had a game and
Outside in 105
but no, it
degrees.
was hotter. No, it wasn't even it was it like I don't yeah, I just remembered him coming home like that was really, really hot. And in general, my husband's always hot anyway, like that's why we would always have to compromise on the thermostat anyway, because I'm always cold and he's always hot. Anyway, so being outdoors and watching a baseball game is definitely not a comfortable thing. So I figured, okay,
In Arizona, it's like,
yeah.
it's
So
crazy.
exactly. So I was like, okay, what would be a great Father's Day gift that I know my husband would appreciate? So I figured an AC while he's watching the game.
No, that's super considerate.
Yes. So for those of you that don't know it exists, but I'm sure a lot of people know it exists because when you go camp, I bought the stuff that you can use while you're camping. Like you could put in your tent,
And okay, Maria, for you, just to use that word, you don't even like to go camping.
because I don't go camping. I go stay in a
But
cabin.
I'll think of a gift to give you if you want to go.
But even though I don't go camping, I when I did my research, I did say outdoor portable AC, So
And that is okay. So, because on that note, my daughter is going camping
there you go.
next week.
Yeah. I think I know we've talked about that. And are you ready for her to leave?
Yes, I mean, I am trying to get as organized as I can. I feel like why can't she just do it herself?
Yeah.
Why do I have to pack for everything?
Uh, did she have a
See,
list? Does she have a list though? Because usually if they have a list, they
I'm her
should
list.
learn.
I am the list.
Well, then you make the list and she follows it. That's what I've done with my kids before we move on to our subject is that and they have learned to pack on their own when I have gave them a list like this is what you need to pack and then when you're done I'll check it and make sure we can go over it and then in time of doing that they got used to and there's now they do obviously they do everything on their own but
Yeah.
you can't just be like I'll take over and do it. You have to
Okay.
let
So I
them
have
pack.
1 week to get my mess together
So
as far as printing out a list for her.
you just have to have a list. And they learn. They have to. Yeah.
A sink or swim, right?
Gotta make them fail.
They have to learn somehow.
They have. That's the only way they're gonna learn. So anyway, aside from the golf thing and which is probably big here in Arizona. I'm sure a lot of dads went golfing for Father's
Yeah, I
Day.
think that's a big deal.
Yeah, and then obviously me, or even baseball. That's why gave my husband the A's, the air conditioned portable.
No,
Yeah.
that's a thoughtful gift. I mean, like, seriously, I wouldn't know what to give for a Father's Day gift.
What?
Like,
What do you mean? You have a dad. What have you given your dad for Father's Day?
okay, I give my dad gifts and he puts them in the cupboard. One of the gifts I gave my dad was a coffee cup with my face and my daughter's face on it.
That's cute. Does he
I
use the
know,
cup?
but then
Does he
but
use
then
the cup though?
he just stuck it in the cupboard and it was like, I don't
Because
I'm
sometimes
like, I want you to have it on the table every time you
I
drink your
know,
coffee.
but some people think, well, it's a cup. Like, why would I have it as a decoration? I'm gonna put it in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But
I
then
mean,
they don't want
because
to use it
there
because you have your
comes a
face on.
time in people's lives where they don't need anything. So the gift, you really have to put some thought into it because it's not about
Hmm.
what do they need. It's just what
Well,
would they kind of adore or appreciate.
sometimes just a card with a very sincere note is fine.
Yeah,
My girls do that a lot. They write letters, which I love.
exactly. So
Yeah.
my dad's birthday was June 13th, and I
Mhm.
made sure I was the first person to call him in the family. I called him at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm the first child that called you.
Right. So things like that, you know, even writing like a card that has a very sincere, thoughtful message is more appreciated than something that you're buying something just for the sake of buying and then you're not gonna use it. You know what I mean? Um, I think, I mean, like in my case, I just thought about it that because it's like, what is something that my husband wants that he will never buy himself that he can use or he'll never
Yeah,
think of buying? You know what I mean?
think of
I
buying.
mean, going out to eat is one thing. That's probably
Would it
something.
so did your children get anything for
My daughters met up with my husband for lunch.
oh,
Um,
see, that's
yeah,
nice.
yeah. They
That's meaningful
took time out of their busy lives to
to appreciate daddy.
Yeah, and they're probably hungover doing it too. So, because they were late. Oh, anyway. Yeah.
At least it's fun.
At least it's a thought that counts, right? I mean, it is what it is. My son, on the other hand, I don't know if I even got him anything. I need to ask him.
Yeah, I think boys kind of need to be pushed a little bit to be like, think about
Yeah,
your dad.
I,
Girls think about their dads all the time.
of
Like
course.
we love being daddy's girls
Yeah.
and we love daddy. Daddy's always awesome. Boys, on the other hand, are like,
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe my son's mentality is it's like, well, I'm with dad all the time. He's at my baseball games.
yeah, yeah.
Like, what do I have time to get him something? We're at a baseball game. You know what I mean?
Like, oh, I know, no, I know exactly what you mean. But I also think like you need to let him know,
Oh, but I will, yeah, I have to ask him, like,
get
what's your
your dad a gift.
no, yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna say, I know you don't drive yet, and I have, but the thing is, and I know he's been sick, but he's been pushing it to go to school because he can't miss. There's probably always something that
No, I know
he
we're at the last week.
exactly. So, and he's had practice, so it's like when does he have time to go get anything? I'm sure we're gonna talk about it. He's probably gonna say, okay, like, can you drive me somewhere? Yeah. Um, but I'm just happy, that we are on our last week. And
For all of you that don't know, we're
Yeah,
talking
so
about the last week of summer school.
it's just we can't wait for that to end, and then baseball's going to end. So now we have the whole month of July to relax. I'm sure my husband's looking forward to that. He doesn't have
Yeah.
games on the weekends, but but we have to move our daughter. So July is all about like we're going to move
Mhm.
our daughter, and then we're going to do stuff here at the house. Do you know what I'm saying?
And I are not going to be podcasting during the month of July because so much is happening for
So
us.
much is happening. Plus, Sean's going to be not in town either. So it just doesn't make sense for us to be. I mean, we could Zoom, but then she's going to be
Yeah.
busy
And we just don't, I mean,
traveling.
there's just a lot. We deserve a break.
Yeah. It would be hard to coordinate when you have things going on, and I have things going on. So decided that the month of July will just be no podcasts. So, and we can probably figure out, restructure like when we come back, like how to make things better, like with our podcast and moving forward. We're going to be going on our what? Going to be our second year. So
On
basically,
that note,
on that note, sorry, we're just honoring the whole Father's Day thing, and it's been really busy. And then like the next podcast will be our last one before we go on a whole month break. So just reminding everybody, we're not going to be around in the month of July.
so please, I hope you miss us because if you miss us, you want to come back and watch us.
Well, yeah, right?
Like,
Okay.
I miss those girls.
Right?
Like, subscribe, and share.
Sure. All right. Okay, so we'll see you, and have a good week. And if you are here in Arizona where we are, keep cool because it's gonna be a hot one.
Yes.
So, all right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.